Yes, I can. Okay. Now, there are three scenarios for a quadratic equation like this. The first case, no solutions. The second case, okay, one solution. And the third case, two solutions. Now, we did this yesterday, the no solutions. Okay. If b squared minus 4ac, oops, is less than 0, there are no solutions. These are just clues to help you understand visually what's happening on the graph. Okay? And the picture of it is going to be floating above the x-axis. Okay? There are no solutions. No x-intercepts. Okay? The next case, and this is interesting. If the discriminant is 0 exactly, there is only one solution. Okay? The minimum or maximum is the x-intercept. Okay. And the last scenario, well, guys, if this is less than 0 equals 0, what do you think the third one's going to be? Less than 0 equals 0 or?
More than 0.
More than 0. Good. If b squared minus 4ac is more than 0, there are two solutions. Okay. Two x-intercepts. And graphically, all right, if we draw just a quick sketch, right, this guy would be here like this. And this one would be just any old parabola that cuts at both positions. Okay, so here, oops, and here and here. Ta-da! All right, it's quite a nice little slide if I don't say so myself. All right, so these are clues as to what you're expecting your quadratic equation to look like as a function, as a picture. Okay, this comes from the quadratic formula. Remember, it's inside the square root symbol. So it makes sense, right? If it's negative, then it's like, well, there's no solutions to it, and it can never equal 0. And if it can never equal 0, then it's always going to be floating above the x-axis, right? If this thing underneath the square root sign is 0, then the quadratic formula really simplifies. The square root thing goes away because the square root of 0 is 0, and you only end up with one real solution, so one x-intercept. Okay. And then the third case, which is, I guess, the more common one, is if it's just some positive number inside, I can do a square root. Because of the plus and minus in front of the square root, there will always be two x-intercepts. Right? So these are the three cases of quadratic equations that you can find out generally what it looks like. And then once you have an idea what it's going to look like, you go into the details and you say, okay, I know that I'm looking for one x-intercept only. Let's find out what it is, and then you can find that. And then you draw it. Okay, and you can either do it graphically with the graphing calculator, or you do it algebraically. All right. So that's a lot to take in. I'm going to leave that on the screen for a second. Okay, we're about 30 minutes in. Take a 5-minute break because I need to go to the bathroom anyway. Drank a lot of coffee just now. And we'll come back and do some examples, okay?